Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditi Pathak. Aditi.
Yes, ma'am.
Write down your roll number also, na, with your name. Those who have not written
Okay, ma'am.
roll number, write their roll numbers also. Anurag, CR. Anurag Sharma. Anurag, are you there? कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आ रही है आप लोगों को इस सब्जेक्ट में?
मैम
अपराजिता सिंह,
यस मैम।
कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आ रही है सब्जेक्ट में?
नो मैम।
देवेश मिश्रा,
यस मैम।
दीपेश यादव,
यस मैम।
दीपेश कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आ रही है सब्जेक्ट में?
नो।
Dipesh, you are not audible.
Yes ma'am.
Before I start my lecture, all of you unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
आप लोग कॉलेज तो मिस कर रहे होंगे ना, या सब कुछ बढ़िया चल रहा है वैसे ही?
नहीं मैम, बढ़िया चल रहा है, घर से चल रहा है मैम।
हाँ, ऐसे ही ठीक है।
यस मैम। नहीं कर रहा है मैम।
यस मैम।
मतलब आप लोग को बुलाना नहीं चाहिए है कॉलेज खुलने पर?
नो मैम।
बुला लें, थोड़ा कोरोना को खत्म हो जाने दो।
घर पर सही है
मैम, जिंदगी बर्बाद
मुझे
होगी।
तो आपके क्लास में ना आधों की शक्लें भी नहीं पता है। अच्छा, कोई ना अपनी जो लोग
खत्म हो जाएगा आते आते।
जो लोग अपनी वीडियो ऑन करना चाहते हैं ना, वो अपनी वीडियो ऑन कर लें। कोई अगर वीडियो ऑन करना चाहता है ना, तो वीडियो ऑन करो।
हम रिस्क बहुत है।
रिस्क है।
क्या कर दिया मैंने?
दीपेश,
दीपेश
मैम सब्जी खरीद रहे हैं, वीडियो ऑन नहीं कर पाएंगे अभी।
सबकी क्या है?
शक्लें बहुत साफ हो रखी है ना।
अरे इतनी सारी क्लासेस हो गई, मैं सोच रही हूँ एक बार आप लोग को देख तो लूं।
मैम मास्क लगाए हुए शक्ल दिखाई नहीं देगी।
अरे मास्क लगा के बैठे आप लोग क्लास करने के लिए। कौन मास्क लगाए हुए जरा बताना।
अर्चित है मैम।
हर्षित, हर्षित
यस मैम।
कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आ रही है?
नहीं मैम।
अच्छा,
No, disconnect हो गया। तुम दोनों इस फोन में चलाइए, ये बैठे रहो।
तुरतुरे
तो काफी लोग ज्वाइन हो गए हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेक्चर। हाँ, so today's topic is related with special values. Okay, so up till now we have discussed so many data structures. The object is used to show a single value. Then we have seen vector to store multiple values together in a single file. Then we have seen matrices, string, and on the last one we have seen vector, list, and data frames. Data frames are used basically to generate your data sets. So there are some situations in which the calculated value or the practically the value is missing in some cases. For that purpose, we need a special values where either the value is not present or there is a situation in which after calculation the value comes out to be a negative value. Then in that cases, what we have special values to denote all these values. So there are 4 kinds of special values which are used to represent such scenarios in which the value is either missing or it is not present or abnormally calculated. In some scenarios, we will use the special value. The first special values is infinity. As you know, infinity, the number, when the number becomes too large, then we represent it by infinity. Obviously, in each and every language, there is a cutoff on the range of the data. Okay, how long we can denote a data. If we reach beyond that cutoff range, the value cannot be expressed in a numeric form. Then we just denote it by using infinity value. And in R, we use the infinity by using the syntax INF, capital I, small n, and F. Infinity can be denoted as inf. We can perform mathematical operations on the infinity value also. Like we can add some values to infinity value, it will generate the infinity. Something like that can be done on the infinity value, where the value ranges beyond the cutoff range. That is called infinity. If you want to generate an object which stores the infinity value, then we can generate. Suppose we have taken an object foo where I have stored a value inf. Inf means infinity value is there. If we print this object, it will return me a infinity value. Then by using the infinity value, we can create a vector also. To create a vector, first I have taken a vector object. This is a vector object bar. To create a vector, we taken a small c. This is first numeric value. The second value is infinity. The third is a numeric value. The fourth is a numeric value. And the fifth one is also a infinity value. Then if we print this vector, it will return me the same values that we have stored. The places where I have stored infinity, it will return me the infinity. So in this way, we can create object by defining the infinity. We can also create vectors by defining infinity value. There are also some situations where the calculation comes out to be infinity. Where the calculation becomes so large, then it will return a infinity value. Like if you want to take the 90,000 to the power 100, then the calculation becomes so large. If you print this object, it will simply return me an infinity value. In this way, either you can store the value into an object or in a vector, or after a calculation, if the value becomes so large, then it will also represent me an infinity value. As the way we use the minus infinity, as we have the numeric values from 0 dimension to either positive side or the negative side, we have the infinity value also as a positive infinity and as well as a negative infinity. We can also store negative infinity into the vectors also, and negative infinity is denoted by minus inf. So suppose we have taken a vector, we store a value, these are the numeric value and these two are the minus infinity value. The third value is the positive infinity value and the last one is a numeric value. If we just print this vector, it will show me all the stored values. We can perform the mathematical operations on the infinity also. If we multiply infinity with a negative number, the minus 9 is a negative number here. If we just multiply it with the positive infinity value, it will give me a minus infinity value. If you perform any type of addition, multiplication, subtraction within an infinity value, it will generate an infinity value. That's all. So if we multiply with the minus infinity sign, it will give me a minus infinity. Suppose if we perform an addition of some value to the infinity value, it will give me an infinity value. If you want to perform the plus integer, the value of numerical value is positive, but the multiplication is with minus infinity, then the resultant will also a minus infinity sign. Similarly, two negative values can combine and generate minus infinity. And if you subtract some value from an infinity value, then it will also generate an infinity value. If you add to infinity value, infinity plus infinity, then the generated outcome is also an infinity value. Similarly, the division can also be done. If you divide the infinity with a numeric value, then it will generate a infinity. But if you simply perform a division in which the dividend is infinity, then the resultant is 0. Here we are divided infinity by some numeric value, the outcome is infinity. But if we divide by infinity to some value, then it will generate a 0. Here I have divided the value with positive infinity, here I have divided the value with the minus infinity. But in both the cases, the outcome is 0. So if your value is divided by infinity, the generated outcome is always a 0. There are some condition in which divide a numeric value by 0, then it will give me a minus infinity because the value, numerical value is negative. So the generated outcome is minus infinity. If we divide a positive value with a 0, then it will give me a positive infinity value. And if we divide infinity by 0, it will also give me an infinity, because 0 is considering as a numeric value. Whenever infinity is divided by a numeric value, it will generate an infinity. But whenever a numeric value is divided by infinity, it will generate a 0. We can perform the check whether the value present is infinity or not. To check, the syntax uses is infinite. Is infinite means this command will check. Within the bracket, I have passed a vector. In the vector, it will check each element. If the value is infinite, it will give me a true result. Otherwise, it will give me a false result. Here the value is non-infinity. It will give me a false. Here the value is non-infinity. It will give me a false. Here the value is infinite. It will give me a true result. Last three values are infinite. That's why these values respond to true. Otherwise, are false. One more command is here. The next command is finite. Is finite is used where the finite values are present. Finite values like 42.0 is a finite value. It will give me a true result where the finite value is present. The next is also a finite value, will give me a true. These are the infinite values. It will give me a false result. And this is also finite value. It will give me a true result. Similarly, we can perform the relational operations also in the infinity. Like if we want to check minus infinity is less than plus infinity, it will give me a true result. If we check infinity is greater than infinity, it will give me a false result. Suppose if it will true in the situation where the equation is written infinity is greater than equal to infinity. Then in that condition, the result will come out to be true because the equal to sign is there. Here is no equal to sign. So infinity cannot be greater than infinity. It will give me a false result. Here it is true because we are comparing a negative value with a positive value. Although the values are too large to define, but a negative value is always less than a positive value. That's why it return a true result. Now we can compare the vector with an infinite sign like tux is equal to infinity. It will check all the elements and gives the values where the value is infinite. If you remember this tux vector, then what happened? There are three values which is infinite. Two are minus infinite and one is plus infinite. Okay. When we are checking it is equal to infinite, it will give me false result for all the values and only one true result because the plus infinite is only present at a one time. Similarly, we can check with the minus infinite sign. It will give me the true value where the minus infinity sign is there. Okay, so only two positions are there where the minus infinite value is present. Will give me a minus infinite value. Then another special value is nan. Nan is denoted as not a number. These are used to denote a numeric values. There are some situations where the value is not a number. Then we use a nan value. We can also store a nan value to the object. Similarly, as we store the infinite value to the object, we can store the nan values to the object. If we print this object, it will give me the same nan value. Similarly, nan can be stored in a vector also. The first value is nan. The fourth value is nan. Then the sixth value is your minus infinite. Whatever value is stored in the vector, this can be printed here. NaN basically represent when the values are impossible to calculate. Impossible to calculate means when you are performing the addition of minus infinity and plus infinity. In this way, you want to cancel this operation. Minus infinity and plus infinity means there is a value, no value exists. It cannot be computed because it's a kind of cancel operation. Then the generated value is NaN, not a number. Similarly, if we divide infinity by infinity, then it is also generated a NaN value. If you remember the previous example, what we are doing? We dividing the infinity by a numeric value, and we also divide a numeric value with the infinity. Here what we are doing? We are dividing the infinity with the infinity value. That's why the generated value is NaN. And NaN is not a number value. In a similar way, if we divide the 0 divided by 0, then it is also generate a NaN value. Mathematical operations are also possible in NaN. If we perform any numeric value addition to the NaN, it will generate a NaN value. This is also a mathematical equation. How it generate a NaN? 4 minus 4 result to 0. 0 divided by 0 is a NaN value. Then whatever addition is there with NaN, it generate a NaN. Another numeric value is minus infinity divided by infinity. It will also generate a NaN value. If we did it to the power of this value, it will also a NaN value. The next value generated is bar. Here we have stored some values. At the previous you see now, in the bar we have stored some NaN values and the minus infinity value. Is.NaN is used to check whether the value is not a number or not. And not is.NaN is used whether the number is not a NaN. Is.NaN, when it is checked, it will return the true value where the NaN operation is there. Not is.NaN is return the result where the numeric value is present. If you see minus infinity, when it is checked not NaN number, it will give me a true because it is not a NaN number, it is an infinite number. Similarly, only two positions are there where we get a true result here in these two positions, and here we get the false results in this two positions because it is not checking for a NaN number and it is checking for a NaN number. Then we have another value NA. NA means not available. The value is not available. It can be used in both the operations, like numeric value as well as the logical values. This one is the important one, NA. Because in some data sets, there are so many fields, which is numeric as well as the categorical fields. Then the NA operation is the most relevant one. If you don't have value, the value is not available, but the existence of value is there. Maybe in the database or DBMS, you have seen these kind of operations. The value does not exist, but it is not null. Null means no value exists. But NA means the value exists, but it is currently not known, not available. Okay. By using, we can assign a value with the characteristics. Suppose this is the vector of a strings. Then we have a NA value here. We just print it. Then we have taken a factor here. Factor, as you know, the logical grouping of the values. So it will give me a logical grouping of the values, and these are the values not present. And the logical groupings are blue, green, and red, because the three kind of colors are there. Blue, green color is there, and red color is there. NA is not considered to define a label. Okay. NA is not considered to define a label. The label will only consider for the existing categories. And what are the existing categories? Blue, green, and red. These are the existing categories. It means NA is present, not available, the value is not available, but the value will lie among these three colors only. No other value is possible in this factor. Then we can define a matrix also having not available elements. This is a vector in which the NA values are available, infinite values are there, and nan values are also there. All the values are stored in this vector. Suppose is.na is used to check whether the value is not available or not. So it will give me a true result for the first value because the value is not available. It will give me a fourth value. It's true, the value is not available. But if you check, it will give me a true here also, where the value is nan. But it will give me a true result. Because more or less, if you see, the nan not a value available or not available, not a number or not available, this will represent no value. So it will give me a true result here also at the position where the nan is stored. Okay. So these are some mathematical operations that can also be done with the nan na value. Similarly, as we done with infinite values and NaN values, we can perform the not available values can be used for the multiple operation. If we perform any kind of these equation, it will generate a not available value. Like similarly, if we multiply a numeric value with a vector value, whenever 3 is multiplied with Na, it will generate a Na value. If we are checking the Na value is greater than 76, it will generate not available because the value is not present. We cannot decide whether it is greater than this number or not. Similarly, we cannot check whether the number is greater than this value or not. It will result a Na. Because then is not a number, because the number is not known, will give me a result not available. Why it is giving me a not available, not null? Because the some value will exist. Obviously, if we know this value will exist here. But it is not null actually. The next value is null. We can also create some vector where we store the null value. Like here, this object, we store the null value. We print it, it gives me a null. Here I have taken an object in which I stored the not available value. It will give me a not available value. Similarly, we can store into different vectors also. This is not available value stored in a vector. This is a null value stored in the vector. If you print this vector, it will show me 2, 4, and 8 because the value is not available but exists. So it will show me the result. But if we store a null value here, it will only return a 2, 4, 8 because the value is null. It means no value exists. So it will not give me this third value. It's just result is 2, 4, 8. Similarly, if we store all the values in NA, then it will give me all the 3 values and a return as a NA, not available. But if we store all 3 values as a null, it will give me just a single null is returned back because no value exists. let's check this out, whether the special values are there. So these are the operations written in which we store the finite values and the non-finite value. At the console, if you check it out, then the first value is true where the finite value is stored, it will give me a finite. In the vector we store the finite, it will give me the same finite result. Similarly, if we store the minus infinity, it will give me a minus infinity sign here. These are the mathematical operations on infinity. As you see in all these mathematical operations, with the generated value is infinity. Because if we are adding, multiplying, deleting, or dividing any numerical value with infinity, it will generate a infinity value. Now we have certain finite values that is divided with infinity. If we divide it by infinity, it will give me a 0 result here. Here are the values which are divided by 0. If the value is divided by 0, 0 is considered as a numeric value, so the generated result is infinity. So is finite and is infinite, and is finite is used to check whether the value is infinite or whether the value is finite. So this is a vector in which we are checking finite and infinite value. It will give me false value where the value is not infinite, and it will give me a true value where the value is finite. So 3 infinite values are present and we get the 3 true here. We can perform the logical operations checking, like greater than, less than, equal to. It will give me this results. Then we have not a number value. We store a not a number value into an object and into a, that checks all these operations. In these operations, the first value is stored as nan, not a number. Then in a vector, we have stored not a number. As I told, if you want to cancel infinite with infinity, minus infinity and plus infinity, then it will generate a nan value. Similarly, if we divide infinite value with a not infinite value, then it will also generate a not a number value. 0 is divided by 0 is also give a nan value. These are the mathematics operations for checking nan, and these are instructions to check whether a particular value in a vector is not a number, or this syntax is used whether to check it is not a number, and this is used to check whether it is not a number. Now, where the NaN value is present, it will give me a true. Where the NaN value is not present, it will give me a true result. So these are some arithmetic operations. If we addition, then 4 minus 4 is equals to 0, and 0 divided by 0 is a nan. If we multiply by 6, it will generate a nan. Now we have NA value, not available value. Not available value can be stored in a vector, can be stored in a string, can be stored in a matrix. So we have a vector here where the NA value is not present, NA value is there, NaN, not a number value is there, and finite value is there. And we can check it whether the value is not available or not. As I told you, it will give me a true result also where the value is nan, because nan value is also not exist, so it will give me a true. At the 7th position, nan value is also present, but at the 7th position is also give me a true result. Although it is checking for NA value, but where the NaN value is present, it will also give me a true result. because more or less both represent the same case. The last one is my null values. These are the null values. Null values, as I told, it means there is no value exist. Whenever I store a NA value, it will return me a NA value. But whenever I stored a null value, it will not return back me null because the value not exist. Similarly, there is a vector in which NA values, 3 NA values are stored. It will return me back the 3 NA values. But if I store the 3 null values in a vector, it will simply return back me a null value because it is not exist. So in totality, we have 4 different special values. And what are these values? The first one is infinite value. The next is NaN, not a number value. The third one is NA, not available value. And the fourth one is null value. These values are important when you are making the functions to check whether the argument is present, whether the argument is not present, whether the value is exist in the database or whether value is not exist in the database. So in this way, you can check different type of values. So that's all with today's lecture. On the next one, we will see how we can read a database in R and how we can kind of read-write files in R. Okay, thank you.